With a change in scheduling, the Crawford County Eagles won their first football game in 4 years last season. They actually won 6 of them. Will the momentum shift carry them even further this year? Head football coach Greg Street joins 41 NBC's Bill Shanks now in the Coach's Corner.
Well, we all know the story of the Crawford County Eagles. They had a long losing streak, but that was snapped last year when they played a non-region schedule. Greg Street is here in the Coach's Corner. All right, that was a big decision for you to make, to have to kind of take that leap. You had to stop the bleeding, though, and you felt that was the best way. In hindsight, obviously, with a 6-4 record, is it easy to say it was a good decision?
Very good decision. And it wasn't a decision that was reached just upon my reasoning. It was me, Coach Campbell, Coach Zachary, so a few key members of the Board of Education. We made that decision. It worked out pretty good for us.
And the wins itself, regardless of who they were against, they could have been against Chico's Bell Bonds. Just to have a win and to forget about that losing streak and to wipe that. I mean, a year ago that was the topic. When are they going to snap it? But now we don't have to talk about that as much anymore. What did those wins do for that program and for those kids?
It did a ton of things. One, it restored a little bit of lost confidence. And in doing so, we didn't play teams that were just, were out of our caliber. We played teams that had the same numbers that we did, the same type of athletes that we did, and were pretty much building as we were.
So the confidence that those kids have now, knowing, hey, we can win a football game, I mean, that in itself has got to be very valuable, Greg. Very
valuable. It's, from the outside looking in, a lot of people who aren't involved in coaching or around kids a whole lot, or outside of education, just from the sports aspect, it seems like it's a taboo thing. Don't do it because you're going non-region. But a kid has to have a confidence to excel in anything, in anything. And when a kid does go out and the philosophies we preach is in terms of hard working, doing what you have to do in order to support what you want to do, and they actually win or see some success from those efforts, it sticks out.
And you had to kill the mindset because, look, regardless of whether it was fair or not, every time you guys played, in doing the scores on Friday night, had to say that was loss number 35 in a row, 36. I mean, that was part of my job to do that, and that's something now we can kind of get by.
We can.
Get
finally.
past.
Finally. And the work those kids have put in now in Roberta and the people surrounding the program, they actually build it, because we all know the football team is pretty much a direct reflection of the community in which it represents. And the community's gotten behind the program now. The good people there in Roberta who see that we're doing a good thing, a good job, and pushing, they're supporting us, they're behind us. And I think we're going to do a lot of great things there in the future as well.
That's great. All right, 6-4 was the record last year. What will it be this year? We'll talk about that with Coach Street in our next report.
That report coming up tonight on the news at 11. Chris.